Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Theorycraft is back, and this time we are on Anubis to try and solve a very, very specific problem that has to do with controlling the dark position here. Now, I spent a lot of time on my stream over on Twitch. If you're not following, do it now. With quite a few people, like 100 people, who for some reason wanted to watch me throw this grenade for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. And I probably spent a lot more time outside of the server as well trying to do it, because I get a little bit obsessed sometimes with these grenades. So I'm hoping we've solved the problem, but I'm going to tell you what the origin of my concerns is. There are 2 smokes that are thrown from T-spawn that land here to take control, and they're a little bit different depending on what you're trying to do. Like, some of them will just straight block this off, and some land a little bit further back, and you kind of peek to challenge down here for the T side. So that's one way to get more direct control. You take a fight, or you block off the CTs. But if you get a bit closer, while one of these smokes is up, you know, you can either throw the more common grenades, hope that the CTs aren't attacking you at the same time, or you can throw the molotov here. And for our purposes, that's what we're interested in. So this molotov is pretty decent, right? It pushes back the CTs, hopefully, and it gives you a space to kind of, like, you know, get in here and try to take control. It's a very powerful position to be on the T side, to hang out here for lots of obvious reasons. And the CTs want it because they want information, and they don't want you to have this platform that is, you know, one step away from the B-bomb site. So, a lot of time is spent sort of, you know, in a tug of war trying to get control of this part of the map. Anyway, here's my pitch for how to do this in a slightly more efficient way. Because my concern is that if I'm playing this off angle as a CT, and let's say, even if there's a smoke up in front of me, I hear this grenade, I'm just gonna back on out. Now, sure, that does give the control to the T side, which is what they want, so they win a little bit, but I don't really have to take any damage for it. I can just kind of walk away. That's kind of how I started thinking about this. I was like, man, there's gotta be a better way. It is 3 AM, guys. There's got to be a better way to do this. So this is what I came up with. We're going to align ourselves here. Then we're going to turn around. And we're going to aim just a little bit above the second one of these, right? So a little bit above there. You'll get used to it. You go practice a little bit in the server. And you're going to get a grenade that flies down and lands on the other side. And it should burn everything, including all the corners here and everything else. Why do we want to do this? Why is it important? Well, I'll tell you what. There are a lot of problems here, I think, if you're a CT now. One, there are grenades thrown from out here in professional play right now, today on Anubis. They land down here, and some of them land over here. People try to throw these grenades. I've tried a lot.
Good, the embody. 850 still sounds like.
Why am I getting scammed by this molotov? Like, what? How could it be? Guarantee I will solve this problem one day. Anyway, so if you hear this grenade coming, I think a pro player would assume that it's just the normal molotovs that land out here, and they're gonna get a pretty nasty surprise, right? If I'm holding this angle and this lands, like, I don't have a lot of time to, what am I doing here? What's the plan? There's no smoke in front of me. I mean, maybe I have one, but if I'm on the T side coordinating this with a teammate, I can just wait, you know, wait till the smoke is gone, and then what do I do? Run forward into someone's waiting down there with an AWP or an AK or whatever it is? I kind of don't want to do that. Also, obviously, they can coordinate it from this side, you know, potentially throw a deep flashbang or whatever it is. Throw another Molotov down in front, whatever you want. If I run back for it, that's also kind of sketchy. Because it is a little bit further than it seems, right? It burns quite a bit on either side. So, I think this is an improved version. It's going to be my pitch for it anyway. There is an additional thing you could do from that position. If you wanted to do this alone, you could just kind of stay crouched in the same position, and as soon as you've thrown the Molotov, you turn around and you throw the HE the same way. And it's going to land there, and it'll do some pretty heavy damage. You get a sense, you know, and it'll slow you down as you're running out. If you wanted to get super, super nerdy with it, there's a better way to do it with a teammate, which involves crouching down here. I don't know how you'd remember this, but it's like the first tile. I think of it as the first tile anyway. If you do this and you aim, this is the third one, so the third, right at where the sort of light ends, you're going to get a grenade that kind of bounces all the way down. So obviously, if you are 2 teammates out there, one throws the Molotov, you count to half a second, and you throw the HE, someone comes running back out. It's an enormous amount of damage. I'm not wearing Kevlar here, but it still is going to really hurt. So that's my, call it a protocol for taking dark, or at least doing some more damage to somebody in dark. I think it's going to be fun and interesting, and hope you guys agree. Now, I want to add one more really, truly crazy thing. Now, this is going to be a little bit more on the wacky side, I admit it, but I love these kind of things. So let me show you guys how I do this. Spend a lot of time trying to do this, so I'm really curious if somebody else can find a more efficient way. I really wanted to throw the smoke from all the way down here, and I kind of can, but not reliably. If you are as obsessed with this stuff as I am, you give me a hand, you show me how it's done. Anyway, we go up here. We crouch down, we found this dot. It's easy to find because it's right next to this thing, so as soon as you're crouched in, there's really only one of them that I think you can identify. You look at this, you stay crouched, and then you turn around and you find this headless situation that's going on here. And you aim, I think, a little bit up like this, and then you walk forward and you throw. And we're going to get a grenade that lands right here, which I think is pretty good for our purposes. Yes, that's what we want, and I'll tell you why. The idea is that, you know, maybe our friend here has already thrown a molotov or whatever it is. Now, you throw this grenade on the other side, and my guess will be that most CTs will think this is a failed grenade. It's a failed smoke for something else. You have to wait a couple of seconds after it pops, because initially there's a bit of a gap in it, but after that, you should be able to crouch through with relative success. Now, because of the structure of the smoke, you can get pretty close here without anyone really seeing you on the other side, but if you shoot, it's a pretty easy kill, I would say. So, is it going to be worth doing at some pro level? I doubt it. I feel like pros don't usually rely on those kind of gimmicks. I love the gimmick. But maybe for a matchmaking game. Maybe for a premiere game. Maybe you're playing a 10-man and you just want to... You have that one friend who always wants to try some really wacky shit. This might be a way to do it. Theoretically, if you want to really help out, this smoke can land either here or here. It doesn't really matter. It just can't land too in the corner. But I tried initially to get it up here, and it still works for the exact same purpose. Really funny dynamic with this one. I really enjoy it. I think it could be fun too. I'd want to play to win like this if I was allowed. So yeah, we'll see. Hope you guys enjoy these and give me some feedback. And if you want more Theorycraft videos, let me know. If you have any crazy ideas, let me know. I will spend a lot of time testing them. So I do appreciate it. Remember to follow the stream. I'm over on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on X for some reason. Trying to get back into the swing of things. So I appreciate all the support and all the love from you guys. These grenades have been Anders approved, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.